Samsung's new Galaxy S22 features key incremental improvements and upgrades over the previous S21, making for a truly great phone that almost has it all. If you're thinking of buying the new S22, then this is the video for you, where I will cover everything you need to know. As always, I will leave the purchase links down in the description. Let's get started. The S22 starts at $799 or £769 for 128 gigabytes, and this I think is a good place to start. For those that need it, it also comes in 256 gigabytes. It comes in 4 colors, including this stunning Phantom Black. You guys know I love the midnight color on the iPhone 13, but seeing this Phantom Black matte color in person, let's just say I may have a new favorite. The matte texture on the glass back not only looks great, but also feels great in the hand, much better compared to the plastic that we saw on the previous S21. Speaking of which, compared to the S21, the S22 features a slightly more boxy design with sharper corners and also a smaller display, going from 6.2 inches to 6.1. And combined, these factors make for a phone that is really comfortable to hold in the hand as well as have in the pocket. The shiny aluminum sides of the S22 still have a slight curve, making it easy to grip, though I wish Samsung had made these the same matte texture that we see on the back. The phone feels premium and very well made, with build quality comparable to that of the latest iPhones. The S22 is also IP68 water resistant to comfortably use in the rain and even swim with. Let's take a closer look at the display, because there's a lot to like. At its price, this 6.1-inch OLED display truly is the best of the best. The ultrasonic underscreen fingerprint reader is fast, reliable, and I enjoy using it as the primary way to unlock the phone. I love the super thin and symmetrical bezels going all the way around the display, as well as the tiny pinhole selfie camera on the top. This allows for content to really stretch to the edges of the phone and be mostly unobstructed. Colors really pop and make your videos and photos come to life. Content also sounds good on the impressive built-in stereo speakers. Being an OLED display, there is high contrast between the lighter and darker parts of the screen. In terms of brightness, we get up to 1300 nits of screen brightness, meaning it is clearly visible even in direct sunlight. The S22 also has a 120 Hz refresh rate, and this is a feature that I really enjoy having, making any movement on screen just appear extra smooth. Whether you are opening and closing apps, scrolling through your Instagram feed, or playing games, this makes the phone feel even faster than it already is. At the same time though, if you are reading a static page, such as an article of text, it will actually lower the refresh rate to as low as 48 Hz, and this is to preserve battery life. And with a smaller battery compared to the S21, any battery preserving is a plus. Let's talk cameras. Now we get 4 in total, and this is the single biggest upgrade that the S22 gets. On the back, we have a triple lens setup, and this is a very impressive camera system. And this starts with the new main 50 megapixel wide angle lens. Photos are rich in detail, white balance is accurate in all lighting conditions, and colors, though slightly more on the saturated side, still look fantastic. And then in terms of video, though still not as good as on the iPhone, 4K footage at 60 FPS on the S22 still looks great. With excellent image stabilization and autofocus that is reliable, just like with photos, colors are vibrant and dynamic range is strong. I do find when compared to the iPhone, video just doesn't appear as smooth, regardless of frame rate. The 10 megapixel 110 degree ultra wide lens is a little softer than the main lens, but still looks great, especially in brighter conditions. And then finally, we have the 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens. Now this is particularly useful for portrait photography, and this is something I miss having on the similarly priced iPhone 13. Of the three, the wide-angle lens is the best and is the one that I use most, especially at night. Samsung's Nightography is stunning, creating light where there is none and retaining a great level of detail. It is truly amazing to see just how far night photography has come on smartphones, and in this category too, the S22 places itself firmly amongst the best. And then lastly, on the front we have the selfie camera, which creates very sharp photos, great for those selfies as well as video calls. To power these impressive cameras, you need, well, power, both in terms of battery as well as performance. The S21 is powered by the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip, and it performs really well. Any games, photo, or video editing apps run super smooth. It does get a bit warm in the hand, but still not hot, and not more so than other phones I've tested. Samsung's One UI is probably the most stable experience you will find on Android. It is full of features, sometimes a bit too many, but performs well. It also features Android's Material U, where the color palette of the OS adapts to the color of your background. Great to see this level of customization. The S22 also gets up to 4 years of software support and updates. Now, it is still no 5 to 6 years, but as an iPhone user, I love to see this. This is even more than the 3 years that Google promises for their Pixel phones. You know how at the start of this video, I said that this phone almost has it all? Well, this brings me to the almost part. The S22 has a smaller 3700 mAh battery compared to the 4000 mAh battery on the previous S21. To be clear, the battery life on the S22 is not bad, but in a phone where every other key element is great, the battery life is only okay. I found myself getting around 6 hours of screen on time. For reference, I get around 7 to 8 on the iPhone 13. During a typical day of mixed use, I end the day at around 8 p.m. with just about 15% remaining. This means I can just about get through a full day. But more often than not, I find myself topping up throughout the day using the fast 25-watt charging, as during more heavy use, camera or navigation, the battery does go quick. So who is the Galaxy S22 for? With its premium design, best-in-class display, impressive array of cameras, fast performance with years of software support, the only part that falls short is the battery. But don't let that turn you off from this great phone. The S22 at its price is the best all-around phone that you can buy on the Android side. The S22 is also comparable to the iPhone 13 in many ways. Both are, in my opinion, the best value phones offered by each manufacturer. As for how the S22 compares to the iPhone 13 directly, be sure to subscribe to not miss my comparison video coming soon. With all of its strengths, the S22 is the iPhone of Android, the default Android phone. It is really what Google's Pixel phone should have been. Altogether, this makes the S22 an easy phone to recommend to any Android user looking for a solid upgrade, as well as to any iPhone users looking to try something different. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, I will leave the purchase links down in the description. If you haven't seen them yet, I highly recommend watching my S22 unboxing or my iPhone 13 review. It never hurts to learn about the competition. Thanks for watching and take care.